Welcome back on this Friday. In the presidential race, Democrat Joe Biden overtook President Donald Trump this morning in Pennsylvania, giving the challenger a narrow lead but a wider path to an electoral victory. NBC's Alice Barr has the latest now from the White House.
With the last battleground ballots being counted and the electoral map coming into focus, Joe Biden pulled ahead of President Trump early today in Pennsylvania as the mail-in ballots Democrats preferred in this pandemic tilted heavily toward Biden. It was the same story overnight in Georgia, where Biden edged past the president with a razor-thin lead.
With a margin that small, there will be a recount in Georgia.
Biden had a second potential path to victory leading through Nevada and Arizona, where the margins were also tight. In flagged tweets and unfounded comments from the White House, President Trump claimed fraud without offering any evidence and vowed to continue his fight in the courts.
We were winning in all the key locations by a lot, actually. And then our numbers started miraculously getting whittled away.
While some allies still stand by the president, others, including Pennsylvania's Republican senator, pushing back.
The president's allegations of large-scale fraud and theft of the election are just not substantiated. I'm not aware of any significant wrongdoing here.
Democrats in the Keystone State putting it more bluntly.
The president can sue a ham sandwich. Every one of these ballots that's in play right now that's going to be counted today throughout the rest of the day has been lawfully received.
Despite the prospect of a protracted legal fight, the Biden campaign spent this day setting the stage, literally and figuratively, for a victory they saw as all but certain. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Well, we are anything but certain right now, so take you through this. We've been following the AP map through all of this. So they gave Arizona to Biden, so that's at 264 to President Trump's 214. Let's start in Arizona then. Nobody else besides them and Fox News have called Arizona. But if you take a look at what we've got here, we're waiting for votes in Maricopa County. This is where we are, 50 to 47% on the votes that are out there. We expect about 163,000 votes still out in Arizona. Don't expect them anytime until late tonight, maybe even into tomorrow. You're looking at about 19,000 vote lead there for Joe Biden. So let's look at Nevada. Nevada is a situation where we're talking about Clark County. Here's where the votes are in Clark County. We expect a dump of 21,000 votes at 7 p.m. tonight. The way these are going, 53 to 44 in those vote counts, probably anticipate that many more may call Nevada, but because everybody's so skittish at this point, you may not get a call there tonight either. So that moves us to Georgia. Let's look at Georgia. As we talk about this with 16 electoral votes, but the amount of votes that are out, razor thin, probably about 1,600 votes between the two of them now. Now, we do know that military votes have come in. About 18,000 military votes have come in Georgia to this point. But just this afternoon, they said there may be up to 8,451 military votes still out, somewhere between 0 and 8,451. Those could still come in tonight. All states can wait for military votes tonight. There's going to be a recount in Georgia, so you have to go to Pennsylvania. Here's where we stand in Pennsylvania. Still increasing, about a 15,000 vote lead for Joe Biden in Pennsylvania. But we're still waiting on some things. Look, about 95.5% out of Philadelphia County, and the remaining counties around Philadelphia that come in heavily Democratic, those are probably going to increase that number beyond the point of a recount. But you are still waiting here in Allegheny County. Allegheny County has about 35,000 votes that are still out, and some of them provisional ballots that won't start getting counted until about 5 o'clock tonight. But with this situation, Darlene, you may have a chance to call Pennsylvania. That would put Joe Biden over the 264. It would take him, even without Arizona, to 273. That would give him enough for us to seemingly call the election, but you're still going to have to wait legally, and that could take a long time.
I tell you, high school students are getting a serious history lesson right now in politics. Yeah.
Without question.
All right, thank you so much, Brad.
You bet.